Hello, I'm Stephen Mason, and welcome to Fast Forward Reviews. Hello and welcome to the Fast Forward Review for High Fidelity. So yeah, lying on the bedroom floor, listening to some music, thinking about some top 5 countdowns. This good enough for you? No. Why? Because the camera's wobbling. Should I do something a bit better? Just a little bit better. How's this? So, how's this? The year 2000. It's on for 109 minutes. The budget for this movie, yes, we have a budget for this one. It is $30 million. Like, it's brilliant. So far in this series, I think 2, maybe 3 at the most have had budgets, and it's nice to know what the budget was, because this movie showcases how good you can spend a budget, because it's not just on location, it's sets, it's acting, the soundtrack. It's just an amazing movie, isn't it, really? But the budget, $30 million. Age rating for this movie is 15. Could borderline at 12, but it drops a few F-bombs here and there. I'm trying not to swear in this video. And the F-bombs are totally justified. Has a few more things, but could have been a 12 in the modern day audience, but yeah, warrants 15. While we're on about age ratings and 15s, look at that one. I mean, I'm mad doing that, right? Should I had all the time through this series had been using the brand new age ratings? Well, no, me personally not. Because the 18s and the 15s look the same, almost, and then the 12s, it's like, I like BBFC, the old school. I remember the guy. When you rent or buy, that guy. The age ratings is an important thing, but I do believe in R21. If a film's an R21, doesn't matter what it does. Do you know what I mean? Get it in, get it banned or whatever. R21, that needs to be a new age rating. Definitely for the Teletubbies. I mean, in all seriousness, sorry, jump cut. Look, 12, 15, 18, like, at a glance, you're like, what's that? Oh, yeah, it's just, there's just, don't jump out and go, hiya, you're right. You know? But yeah, next bit of the video. I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts. Where's the werewolf movies at? Directed by Stephen, with a PH, Fears, or Fears, or Fears, I don't know. Looks like Stephen Fears, and then you realise it's got an extra R and you're like, but reunites John Cusack and him from the Grifters from the early 90s as well, which I never worried too much about that movie, High Fidelity. You wouldn't think it was the same collaboration. Steve Pink's in there as well, but yeah, directed by. Based on the book, not the screenplay, based on the book by Neil Hornsby, not this book on my hand right now, that is Elton John and Captain Fantastic, but based on the book and originally set in Liverpool. But this one, it all took place in Chicago, but we'll get there and review the movie. But yeah, based on the book. Yeah, just put this in there. It's definitely Nick Hornsby, not Nigel or Neil. I'm sure I definitely didn't say Nick, so yeah, next bit of the video. Tagline for this movie is a weird one. It says, let's get it on, maybe's tonight. I don't know if that's a reference to Marvin Gaye, let's get it on, maybe's tonight, you know. This is about relationship, but it's also about a record store. So I'm just going to quickly check the VHS and the DVD. Ting! Hiya. Yeah, I've come down with VHS. I was going to bring the Ghetto Blaster, but you're going to have to wait for an outtake for that. It's one thing to come into the Metro Centre when it's locked down and, you know, you come to do your job and stuff like that. But, like, to walk through and you've got camera equipment, look at you, but then massive Ghetto Blaster will be like, what's going on there? But yeah, so on the DVD, still available, hasn't been released on Blu-ray yet. Be great to see like Arrow Video or somebody pick this up. Arrow Academy picked up a very weird being John Malkovich, you know, John Cusack as well at his best, but I would love to see Arrow get a hold of this. But this one's just got based on the international bestseller novel. I mean, this is a UK release, they probably would have based on the UK, they probably would have narrated, pointed out the fact that, that's what I meant, it's a Liverpool, it's a British film, that's what I was on about. Comes with a nice inlet about talking about the directors, but on the VHS, it has more of the classic cover, normally what they rebranded on the boxes as well. It just has the international bestseller, High Fidelity John Cusack, then loads of different pictures of John Cusack and which one they've went for. Smart gags, strong performances, so yeah, it literally doesn't have a tagline. So the tagline for the movie is rewind, be kind, rewind. There's another Jack Black reference. Yeah, let's get it on. Maybe it's tonight. Starring one of the best actors to be able to break the fourth wall, but in my opinion, one of the greatest actors to come out of the 80s. It's John Cusack, and one of the films to be left in the 80s. You know, One Crazy Summer. Definitely should be on HMV's label. It's a Warner Brothers movie. But One Crazy Summer, John Cusack. And while we're talking about John Cusack, hiya, you might as well mention Joan Cusack. That is his sister, and that has appeared in loads of different movies with John Cusack, and normally plays opposing. Never like plays his sister. It's always like she hates him in this, she hates him in other things, you know. Goes all the way back to 16 Candles, all coming out of Chicago. Jack Black.
Have you got I just called to say I love you?
Do you even know your daughter? Is she in a coma? Did she get stabbed in the head with a pencil? Jack Black. I've got the script for this one. I don't even know how I want to pronounce that. With the guy who's always going to save you if you get bitten by a snake, Todd Luso, definitely call him not Luso, but you know what? Making an effort to completely butcher that girl's name. But yeah, good old Todd will save the day with, I believe, Lenny Kravitz's wife. Don't hold me to that, I might be wrong. Lisa Bonnet. I'm doing great with these name-checking actors today, Anna. I could have got a Lenny Kravitz vinyl there and went, but it might not be. I'm sure her daughter, his daughter as well, is in the television remake for High Fidelity, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen it yet. It's something I don't know if I want to watch it yet or not. It's like I love a film called Frequency, but I haven't got up to watch the TV series yet because I'll get there eventually. You know, I'm getting there. I've just watched Twin Peaks. I mean, look how long it took us to get around to watching that. And I'm talking about the original, not the new one. The new one just never seemed to end. Catherine Zeta-Jones. I've just swore for an outtake for this actually. I don't know if I should just save one F-bomb, and this would probably where I'll put the F-bomb because she looks effing fantastic in this. But she plays it really great as well. Like, she's definitely a knockout. But the character she captures is Charlie. It's mint. It's absolutely mint. Might be just a real personality, like. But you know, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Tim Robbins is in this, who's also worked with John Cusack on Tapeheads. They've crossed over with some of the political dramas they've made in that. Again, goes back to Tenacious D and Jack Black. It's a nice little cluster of artists, but it all goes back to Tim Robbins and John Cusack. And with a special appearance by... Let's get a good shot of him on a picture. We'll just go for his latest album of Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. Makes a mad little cameo on this. Fun fact, they wanted Bob Dylan, but they got Bruce. You know what? One's as good as the other. There we go. So that's the cast of the movie. It's that point in the video where out goes the script. So here's a little bit about the movie, just testing the Steadicam director. Obviously based on a book set in the UK in Liverpool, but transitioned, trissed over, what the hell is trissed over, that'll never be in the dictionary, into the streets of Chicago. The story is about a guy called Rob, who used to be a DJ, but now owns his own record store called Championship Records, and basically has accomplished a lot, but he doesn't think he's accomplished a lot. He's also suffering from a few anxieties, a few depressions, and he's also just about to break up with his girlfriend. This sets off a chain reaction of 5. Everything's top 5. It's top 5 B-sides, it's top 5 movies, it's top 5 soundtracks, it's top 5 albums, it's top 5 recording artists, it's top 5 everything, it's top 5 bus stations. Everything's top 5, and especially the top 5 girlfriends, the worst breakups of his life. And this is what's really good about the movie, because it's a fourth wall movie. John Cusack completely smashes the fourth wall of the camera, and you believe him, you follow him on the story as he goes back in time, and passing John Cusack to jump back 15 years. Again, credit to the acting really, innit? So the movie jumps around, he goes to work. Hey, get some work done. You should be
special edition of this.
I don't work here, he does. Go and ask him.
I am working.
He's not doing anything.
We're finished work.
Hey, help him. Help him now. So yeah, he goes to work, and it all starts to unfold. It bounces back in time, and this is where the film starts. So on the balance of his former relationships, his relationship degraded, now what's next from him working, the movie bounces between what it's like to live and work and breathe in a record store and trying down and hold a relationship, which can easily be transversed into any job. But it's the lingo, the jargon, the pulp culture, everything. It's all about records, love, lost, sex, a little bit of drug reference in there, but yeah, it's all about relationships and records. Fun fact about the movie, Harold Ramis, you know, Ghostbusters, Egon, he was in Stripes, you know, he made the amazing, he was in Airheads actually as well, he made the amazing Groundhog Day. He was cast as John Cusack's brother, his father, and guess what? It was cut from the movie. That's an amazing fun fact, you know. There's loads of fun facts about this. But anyway, the other fun fact about this, and it's not really a fun fact, but John Cusack and Catherine Zeta-Jones would reunite in a movie called American Sweetheart, along with Billy Crystal and Julia Roberts. It's a really, really funny film, worth checking out, and dead funny. It's that good. I actually recommend it to somebody I work with, and guess what? They left it here before lockdown. So when I was writing the script and outlined, I went, oh yeah, American Sweetheart's quite hard to get a hold of. I won't be able to get that at work. And guess what? Just sitting there in the tea room still. I was like, well, there you go. Just meant to be. Well, that's a fun facts for you. Harold Ramis or Remus or whatever you want to call him. And Catherine Zeta-Jones. Also in Blue Juice. Blue Juice is amazing. Sean Perdue, absolutely legend. So, in the 80s, John Cusack broke the fourth wall with a lot of movies like One Crazy Summer. Better Off Dead as well, stuff like that, Jandra. John Cusack's always been able to break the fourth wall, and he fits absolutely perfect as the character Rob in this movie. The cameras are really good as well. It flows and moves and like really gives you the vibe and the whole feel of like being out in the streets as well in Chicago. They shot a lot of locations, filmed this a lot quickly than expected, and the jumping back in time is what really makes this film flow. It wraps up a lot of stuff. It foreshadows a lot of stuff. It has got a fantastic comedy value in it. Jack Black, along with the other cast members, deliver. Like, Cusack leads this like a full charge, and having Tim Roberts in there as support, and just the soundtrack and the score. But like again, Jack Black, you could see him on the verge of breaking out. He had just been on the massive rise, and Tenacious D at that time had just recorded their first album. And this film, it just breathes and lives. Vinyls. I really did just limit myself when I got this nice shot. I mean, it's all about the shot, isn't it? I just can't jump everywhere. Here, or there. Like,
here.
Like, dude, we haven't got the Def Leppard. Like, can you let me film this? Go and ask him. He'll be able to.
He told me to ask you.
Aye, but I'm doing this. I'm finished.
Oh look, Silver Bullet. It's a werewolf movie.
Excuse me.
And that's one of the great things about it, the humour, because they feel like the underprivileged. He owns the record shop, he hires two guys to work 3 days of the week and they just keep turning up. And the underprivileged, they are so sarcastic towards customers and so like, nah, we'll do what we want. Even though they're treading bare bones and it looks like the defined end, it's interactions, it's absolutely hilarious. You know, you just wouldn't certainly do that kind of stuff to customers, providing the best thing you could. But again, they are the elite in their own mind.
What time to close?
What time we close? Yeah, I could have done people's elbow like The Rock. That is one of the best things you ever see in wrestling. Dwayne Johnson sliding on the ring ropes like that. Like sliding across the elbow drop. Anyway, what I was going to say though, he starts challenging himself when a couple of people steal some stuff and he challenges them. And it turns out that they're actually recording artists. And he goes out to make his own record label and shows a turning point in his career. Now he's a record store. Now he's putting something out there. And that's what's really good about the film as well. Wraps up everything to do with his girlfriends, and you get a few familiar things. Anyone's a fan of Justified, there's characters in from there as well. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to watch it. If you have seen this movie, what a movie. Takes all these elements, wraps them all up, and poof, you know, you come out the movie feeling fresh, recharged. You might question your own relationships and stuff like that, but you've got to, like anyone who goes through a dark time, as I say, John Cusack pierces the screen and makes you follow him, and like he does a lot of his movies as well.
Excuse me. Do you have Dream Machine?
Wow, you'll not get that, mate.
Why?
Because it's not available on DVD.
Oh.
And before you say it, it's not available on Amazon, it's not available in Asda, it's not available on anything. If you want, you could probably get it on eBay on VHS.
What's a VHS?
Right, okay. Right, so yeah, Dream Machine. That's a film that's misleaded by its trailer. The art of trailers gone. How many bricks or how many VHSs? I don't do at the bottom of the screen anymore, but how many? It's a 5 out of 5 movie. Honestly, I watched this the other night and prepped for this, and it's absolutely fantastic. It just flows brilliantly, scores great, and once again the cast, it's so funny and so well balanced, and just leaves you with a nice, let's go. Don't watch it too late at night, watch it during the day, and it'll make you like get up and just question the rest of the day and get on with it. Right, I've been Steve Monkey Mason. This has been the Fast Forward review for High Fidelity with a special guest cameo of a customer. I think his name's Mark.
Excuse me.
It's never going to end. Do you even know your daughter?
Where are the sweets?
The sweets.
I thought you sold sweets now.
Go to the mall. Go to the mall. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. Jack Black. You know what? If your kid stabs me in the head with a pencil, which you give her, and I love it a bitch, you know what I do. But get her in a video, you can go, there you go, Kaylee.
I say she's got that giant pencil like that.
Yeah, great Christmas present to give her, yeah, totally. Yeah, next outtake. Here's an outtake for you. I can tell you how I got from Streets of Rage to Edward Scissorhands to the Gremlins to, wow, you thought about that one, Stephen, just a plain black cover of Mandy, and to Blaze of Glory, Young Guns 2 soundtrack. I can tell you how I got to that. That's how I took them off the shelves. Like, okay, that's a big enough pile. Like, slap, sorry, started with Edward, then to that one, came back over here to there. So yeah, next outtake. He's an outtake, yeah. He's an outtake for you. Tapeheads brought it all the way down on VHS. I'd never seen this and missed the chance of picking this up at £1. It got a proper bootleg DVD version of it, and I missed picking it up at £1. Eventually picked it up again, a bit more than £1. And absolutely loved the movie. Tim Robbins and John Cusack. It's absolutely amazing. I actually went out and bought the VHS. Check it out. If you love music videos and stuff like that, check that out for 80s absolute gem. I've got the finger out. I've got that fucking Mark. I've got that fucking finger. Mark Emerson, for the love of movies. It's an outtake for you. Fun fact about this movie: Harold Ramis was cast. What? Where were you on that woman? You can help us with that, could you? No, but you have to correct us. That's an outtake for you. Fun fact for you, Harold Ramis, Egon from the Ghostbusters, the director of The Amazing Groundhog's Day, was cast as... What?
Stripes.
What?
He was in Stripes as well.
Will you... I'm giving you another cameo in a minute, just wait your turn. Oh, that finger. Damn it. You know why I do the finger for?
No.
It's not that. It's when I go to edit it, I count myself in. But then I'm not really good at editing if I keep my finger in, am I? There you go. Sean Perdweed, absolutely legend.
John Pertwee is a legend.
Look, right? We're friends, but don't talk about Doctor Who, or we'll not be friends. Do you know what I mean?
That's his dad.
I know, Wurzel Gummidge. I'm well aware of this.
Look, The Wolfman. Complete Legacy Collection. 6 films. I hate werewolves. No, not watching that. Not watching that at all. What's the cartoons?